Hello everybody and welcome back to some more FrostPunk. We're back. Flippin' heck, day 23, it is negative 60 degrees Celsius. It is so freaking cold. It's crazy, and to top it all off, we have 2 hours left on our coal generator. We're low on coal. We're going to run out very shortly, but thankfully, it's going to run out kind of as the workday starts, and so we should really kind of start to pick up our coal production and hopefully be able to at least maintain the generator throughout day 23. Whether or not we have enough to get through the night into day 24 is yet to be decided. But speaking of days, one thing that I was not aware of until it was pointed out to me by the comment section is that over here in the top right, there is kind of a pseudo calendar that lets you know in advance when the next massive drops or rises in temperature are coming. For example, you can see today, day 23, we are going to see a significant rise in temperature. I'm assuming it's going to go back up to negative 40. It'd be nice if it went to negative 20, but I have a feeling that's a bit too optimistic. And then you can see over here at the start of day 26, we have another significant drop to negative 60 as well. And then just the day after that, 27, it goes back up again, which is quite good. Just gives us a nice idea of what to expect. And I'm not going to be quite so taken aback when the temperature just drops massively like I have been up until now. What else do we have on our plate? We've got the Londoners, who I don't think are going to leave in today's episode. They've got 7 days left before they leave. And so I do want to keep an eye on those guys, but I think for now, we're going to keep on going with our strategy of just trying to do things that lower discontent and raise hope in the hopes that will convince most of these people to stay. And apparently, technology is something that we still really need to prioritize here. And I was flicking through the technology tree before the episode started, and I realized that more scouts actually doesn't require any steel. The reason why we're not doing any research right now is because we only have 8 steel, and all of the other research opportunities require steel, apart from more scouts, which also, I believe, is something that we are in desperate need of. Right now, we only have 1 scouting team, and if we can get more of those, we can, of course, try and get more resources, maybe find more people, and then kind of the most important thing really would be to try and get another automaton. If we can get another one of those, we could set up maybe another coal generator, maybe have it automatically power our steel works. Anything like that would be fantastic. And so at some point, once we finish that research, we should probably try and salvage like 5 people from somewhere. I'm not sure where, because all of our buildings are just full of people who we need. But we'll try and salvage a few people and see if we can't get those guys into a new scout team so we can try and find some new stuff. Speaking of our scout team, are they just currently sat at home not doing anything? I think they might be. And so can I not go to the map here? Excuse me? I would like to go to the world map. Excuse me? Why is that not? Why can I not leave? I can see this is like flashing at me. Why is that flashing? Did we get rid of our beacon and then not put it back down? Hold on a second. Buildings. Resources? Or is it under people? Tech. Tech. Do we not have a beacon? I don't see it. Normally you have like a big old line going into the sky, don't you? I guess we don't have a beacon. All right. In that case, then, we'll go ahead and hit play here. How far away are we from our next law? It says there 1 day and 11 hours. You can see when you hover over it. So we'll speed things up here a little bit. The generator is going to shut down, which is not great. The Londoners gained more followers. Ouch. As long as we have like about 100 people left, obviously I would still like as few people as possible to go with the Londoners. I want to keep as many as we can. But we aren't going to make it in this hole. We have to leave. No. Ethel, no, you're wrong. We can do this. We just have to believe is all. So I do want to get in today's episode, hopefully a few more of these steam hubs set up. Oh, look at that. Oh, negative 40. Still not great. Still unbelievably cold, but a little bit better. A tiny fraction of a percentage better than it was before, and that's great. We need to, I think, redistribute a few people. It is now, I hope, warm enough for this to work. Too cold. This building must be at least chilling inside to work. Is it really still not warm enough in there? It's cold. I guess we can turn the heating on in there, which is going to bring it online and hopefully start to get us, I think it said up to 30 food a day, but I'm also fairly certain that if we open up our economy tab here, I'm still fairly certain that's not going to be enough. We're getting close. We're producing 145 and using 173 with our hothouse working at 50% efficiency, just because we've only got 5 people in there out of a possible 10. We should probably... Oh, I don't know. There were so many laws that we need to pass, right? I'm thinking that we should probably pass the soup law allowing, I think it still becomes an option, so we don't have to have soup forever. But I'm thinking that, especially in times like the one that we're in now, where we don't have enough food, really, I think soup's going to be something that we should probably look into. But simultaneously, people did point out that I should probably look into getting the engineering apprenticeships law, where we can start putting our children to work at speeding up the rate at which we research things. And so both of those are laws that I would very much so like to get up and running as soon as possible. Also, I don't know, the propaganda center is probably something we will build at some point. Whether or not it's high on my priority list is still to be decided. It's probably not. Okay, so we're getting coal, slowly but surely. Let me see. The thing is, we need more coal, and so I want to put more people on coal. But then simultaneously, if we're going to get any research done, we need to put people on steel. And if we're going to build the beacon to get more scouts, we need to put people on steel as well. It's too much. It's too much. So we can't go out anymore. All right, let's see here. How much steel do we need for a beacon? 35. We need quite a bit in the way of steel. And so I think, for now, I'm going to take a few people away from research, as much as I don't think that's a good idea, and I'm going to put them into steel. We could always move our automaton over to steel, I think, but again, I don't think that's necessarily a good idea. Steel is something we need, but the coal is needed even more so. Apparently, it's still too cold for all these buildings. What the heck? We need to turn all of these medical centers on, for sure. Medical post. The watchtower can stay offline for now. The cookhouse, as long as it's working, I'm not too bothered about the cookhouse being a little bit cold. The care house definitely needs heating. The hothouse has it. The workshops, I think, are fine for now. The child shelter definitely needs heating. We probably still need another child shelter, right? Yeah, we've got 19 children, and you can only fit 15 in a child shelter at any given time. The generator is shutting down. Turn it back on? Oh, is that why everything was so cold? Or too cold? I guess that makes sense. What is our current coal consumption looking like? Are we good? No, 914. We're producing 650. Huh. Okay, well, I'm going to turn these off again, now that I've realized the generator is online. If we turn those off and hit play for a second, what is our... So we're down to 794. That's still too much. We really need to get it to the point where we're making more coal than we're using. An indignant woman. Sir, one of our guards has reported this woman for attacking them on patrol. She was cursing at them and hitting them with her fists when they brought her in. I would have come by myself, the woman says. These swine have been pestering me all day. I'm sick of it. They say they need to go and check everything is in order, but it's just an excuse for them to make advances. Do we punish her, reprimand the guards, or do we skip this district on patrol? Hope will rise. Using patrol will have less of an effect. I think we've got to reprimand the guards, right? I don't know. I feel like this is going to have negative consequences for us if we try and use the guards later and they don't like us, that they might also rebel against us. But we need the hope, right? Discontent, thankfully, is at an all-time low. We need hope to stay at least above that kind of like 15% line that we need it to be above at. So, gonna bump that up a little bit. I'm really happy that discontent is low. Really, it's only the overcrowding medical facilities and I guess theft and I guess a broken promise that's kind of holding us back right now. But for the most part, things are looking pretty good. So, yeah, steel's kind of our biggest issue right now. I really want to get a steam hub, or whatever they're called, these things here. Yeah, steam hub, over by our coal setup over here, because we had a lot of people who got frostbite and therefore became amputees working at this kind of coal section over here, especially when that temperature drops to -60 again. And so really, I'd like to get another steam hub over there before we see the next drop, but whether or not that's possible, we will see. Fubberneck, how are we doing on research? It's almost there, which is good. We're still really trying to get up to 35 steel, which unfortunately I don't think we're going to get done today. Oh, maybe. I don't know. What time do they finish work here? 6? I'd like to push them to get 35 steel. Maybe it might... I want to pull people away from coal because we have so many people working the coal right now, but at the same time, we really need the coal, and so we can't afford to. We've only got 5 hours left on the steam generator. This is not good at all. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, we'll leave that going. I'm not quite sure why this is flashing. Do we need a road going to the watchtower? Is that the reasoning there? I can build a road. There we go. If that's what the game is after right there, a road will be built. Is it? Oh, is it not connected? There is a road there, but it's not connected to anything else. I need to do this. Is that right? Yes, I think that is correct. Okay, so we have a watchtower that's built, but it's not connected to the city. Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right. I don't think we need this on right now. I think we can turn that off. The care house should stay online. The hothouse can come off. The child shelter, I don't think anyone's in there during the day. I think the children go home at night. Let me check real quick. There's no one in here, right? Yeah, 0 out of 15. So we'll turn that off as well. That should hopefully give us at least a few more hours. You can see right now we are making more coal than we're using, so we're actually not at risk of running out overnight here, which is good. I say that. We are going very slowly, although I think it's just because our automaton was refueling at the generator. Once he gets back, we should hopefully start to see that on the rise again. Another theft. Oh my goodness. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 16 wood from the stockpile. People are angry that the Londoners are putting their crazy ideas before the needs of the city. Send the guards to catch them. We have to, right? We have to. And I kind of feel like in 11 hours, there are so many laws we need to pass before we do it, but I think a prison might not be a bad idea. Those who threaten the stability of our city have to be isolated for the good of us all. We get a new building, prison, an ability to round up wrongdoers. Prisoners will abandon their misguided views. I think that's a bit unrealistic. You'll have to build a prison and discontent will rise slightly. Londoners and other wrongdoers will be locked up. Oh, we can lock them up. I don't want to lock them up, but if they're going to become vandals and they're going to put everyone else's lives at risk, then, you know, it might have to be done. Caught in the act. Our guards did a good job. They got the goods back, but more importantly, they caught one of the thieves. Now we can put an end to this thievery. What should we do with the thief? Let him go, but we'll have to prepare a place for him soon. You'll have 3 days to build a prison. That's not going to happen, just because it might happen, I guess. We could pass the law and then build a prison instantly, but I don't want to do that. Banish him. The person will leave the city forever, or our people will decide his fate. I think we've got to set an example, right? I get the feeling that if we banish him, the Londoners might gain support, but simultaneously, I don't know, we're going to banish him. It went down by 1. That's just because we kicked the 1 person out. Would you look at that? Coal is on the increase? It's not. Are we gaining coal? It says we're gaining coal. But I think it's just like throughout the day, I think we have to have our people working in order to actually gain coal. Yeah, they gained 2 more followers. That's okay. That's not crazy high. It's still not great by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not too bad. We're almost at the point we can build another beacon, which is of vital importance to us. All our work will be for nothing if we leave. I'm staying. Simon, I'm glad to hear that. Very much so. All right. Work time is upon us. We are out of coal, which is not great, but now we're back in coal again, so we'll turn that on. Are we getting coal? We're gaining a lot of coal. Okay, this is good. What is not working? The cookhouse isn't working, so we'll heat that up. I think I'm going to leave the... As much as I would like to turn on the heating for our medical posts, I think livable is fine for now. I do want to turn the hothouse on. I'm not going to turn the workshop on. There's nobody in the watchtower, so there's no need. I will turn these on, just because they're so far away. How much does that give us? We're still in the green, which is good. I'm even going to go as far as to take 2 people away and put them on steel. And by that, I mean I'm going to turn the heating on at steel. And apparently we're already at our maximum number of steel workers. And so instead, I'm going to put these guys back over on the gathering posts and ignore what I just said. Okay, we're at 39. Let's go ahead and build another beacon so we can start sending scouts out once again. We'll put it there for the time being. Also, we're not quite at enough steel yet, but I think our next research kind of has to be the tier 2 unlock there. And so once we get to 25 steel, we'll start working on that. There is the beacon. Let us send out our scout to the coal mine. Oh my goodness, can we actually get some freaking coal? Go get it. It's going to take you 2 days to get there and then probably about a day to get back. But if they can bring us more coal, that would be fantastic. Also, we can actually now get another scout team, and we do have 9 people not doing anything. And so, you know what? Boom. Second scout team. You guys are going to go check out Winterhome, because I think that's really all you can do. Go check that out. All right. It's going to take you 2.5 days. But this is good. This is good. Things are moving forward, even if ever so slightly. We're gaining coal, which is good. So we shouldn't run out over the night, which is really nice. Watchdog. Sir, a child came to the guard station and gave the guardsmen a stuffed toy dog, telling them that they should take it with them when they walk the streets at night. It seems people appreciate the hard work to protect the law and order in the city. I'm glad to hear that. Nice. This is good. This is very good. Indeed. We've got, what, less than an hour until we can pass a new law. This is also good. We've got food stocked up. Flipping heck, things are starting to look up. I wish we could do more research, like, more efficiently. It might even not be a bad idea for us to put down another steel collector of some variety, like another one of these here. In fact, you know what I will do? And I'll put down some more paths here, and we'll assign at least our remaining 4, maybe even some of our coal workers to getting steel as well, because we need so much of the stuff as we progress on here. Especially for, like, research, which I feel like we're falling behind in. But we have time for a new law. I feel like we have to go with engineer apprentices. Putting our children to work is good. It's going to help speed up research, which hopefully we're going to be able to do once we get freaking more steel, which also we should be able to do as soon as this thing is up and running. So let's go get this built. I look forward to the day art and literature return to our school. A wise decision. Little hands can do a lot of good. It's true. They can. They can do a lot of good. All right, this thing's being built. No one's going to work it today, but that's fine. We're gaining coal, which is good. We're losing it now, of course, because the day's over, but it's a work in progress. Flipping heck. We've got 4 people who are not doing anything. We should probably assign those to something. I'm going to put 1 person in the watchtower, just because I think it's going to help raise hope. I'm also going to put an extra person in the sawmill, and then I'll figure out the other 2 later. Another theft! Oh my goodness, send the guards to catch them. Jeez! They can't get away with this. It's day 25. We are going to get that massive cold snap pretty soon. Oh, one of our people died. Gosh dang it. The theft is not helping. Prison might not be a bad idea. Murdered on duty. Oh, it was a guard. One of our guardsmen was beaten to death while chasing the Londoners. We caught one of the thieves, but not the murderer. What should we do with him? Banish him. Murderers should be granted no clemency? Exactly. Holy heck. It won't bring him back, but it's the right thing to do. So, I'm thinking we need to get stuff built. We need to make sure that people are warm enough for when the next frost hits. But before I spend my steel on that, I really think we should spend our steel on this. Wood? Really? We're out of wood? Oh my goodness. All right. The Londoners gained more followers. How? How? Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I guess in 22 hours then, we'll go for prison. We aren't going to make it in this hole. We have to leave. And other cities may have fallen, but not London. It's impossible. All right. Let's get this research going. Tier 2. Upgrade. What else do we need here? Food's looking good. I think we might actually be gaining food, as crazy as that sounds, for like the first time ever. We're not, but it's very, very close. It's very close. Let's have a look at this graph here, which I always forget to look at. Look at that. Coal is on the increase. I like it. Health status. I don't know what this means, but 0 untreated citizens is fantastic. Housing everywhere is livable. This is good, apart from the care house here, which is chilly. Where is that care house? Turn the heating on, would you? Keep that warm. Then again, I say turn the heating on. Is that going to push us over the edge? I hope not. I really hope not. All right, let's assign some people to steel. And by that, I mean 2 people, apparently. Where do I want to pull those guys from? I kind of want to pull them. Oh, I don't know. I want to put people back in the workshop so we can get research done faster. We've got 1 guard, which is not great. Let me pause here real quick. Do we need this many people working in our medical posts now? No patients. I don't think we do. I'm going to pull a few people out of our medical posts for now because we don't have anybody who's sick. So I'm just going to bring these down to like 2 people in each post. Like, they're all empty because we're doing such a good job at keeping everybody warm. And we'll put all those people, they're all engineers. We'll put all of them into working that steel mill there. And then how many do we have left? 3. Let's put those into the workshop. Discontent is rising, which I don't love. Overcrowded medical facilities, is that still a thing? Like, I don't think we have any, right? Health status. Oh, we have, like, the care houses, right. Can we not move some of these people into the other care house? I guess it'd still be overcrowded, right? It can really only fit 10 in. All right. Well, I think that's going to have to stay for now, just because we don't really have much else we can do. We could still pass the amputee law to allow our amputees to get prosthetics An angry rant. Sir, our guards report that a man is giving an impassioned speech to a small crowd, accusing you of scheming to enslave us all. Our captain is trying to keep you content, ignorant, and under control. Remember the new poor law? The workhouses? That's how we live now. Let him speak, it's his right. He's lying, chase him away. Chase him away. Get him out of here. Hope will rise. That's all that I care about. Gosh dang it. Get him out of here. I don't like how this is flashing red at me. Not at all. Very much so not a fan of that. I guess one thing we could do to try and mitigate that a little bit is get another child shelter down. Potentially. We should have that online, as much as it does cost us. But apparently having all of our children in child shelters does help with discontent. I'm really not a fan of these. Is that perfect fit? It's not. It's like annoyingly not a perfect fit. I'm annoyed. Oh, can I fit it in there? No, I can't. That'd be too easy, right? I don't like wasting space. Not at all. But I think... Does it fit there? Oh, it does. Look at that. Perfect. All right, we'll throw down a child shelter right about there. And we're back. I'm not quite sure how much you missed there. I just noticed that my recording had stopped. My hard drive was full. So deleted some files. I built a child shelter. So we now have 2. And thus can house all of the children we have. We've got 19. We can only hold 15 in each shelter, and so we needed 2 to get that done. That should hopefully increase hope a little bit, which I think it has done already. And now we're heading into day 26. We are about to hit that cold snap, which I'm really not a fan of. We are doing research, right? Yeah, we are. But we do also have a ton of steel, and so we should, as soon as possible, really, get more of these heaters down. I'm going to put the first one down right about there to keep all of our workers over there warm. It's probably not a bad idea to put one down over here as well to keep our workers at the steelworks warm as well. We'll see about putting more down in the center here. Of course, we still need to worry about steel, about coal, and make sure we have enough to keep everything going. But we might look at putting some more down in the center here if it gets too bad, which hopefully, well, we are pretty low on food. The London has gained more followers. Oh my goodness. Things are not looking up. How are we going to survive? What should we do? You should just have faith that I know what I'm doing. All right, so those are online. This one's online. Let's have a look at the temperature here. Things are looking pretty good. We can probably afford to turn these off for the time being. And then hopefully, -70. Oh, I guess we can't. Let's keep those online. Jeez. So cold. So very cold. -70. My goodness. Care house. Medical post, I don't think it has anyone in it. Child shelter is already online. That one's already online. I bet we're losing coal like it's no one's business. Of course we are. Oh, boy. Everywhere's too cold to work. Everywhere is just too cold to work. Are our workshops too cold to work? No, our workshops are still working. This is good. How warm are these? They're chilly, but they're doable. They're not ice cold like everywhere else is. And so really being at work's the best place to be right now. Research is complete. Okay, thank goodness. What do we have in the way of heating upgrades? Steam hub range 2. Generator efficiency upgrade. 10% less coal. Heat zones around steam hubs can be extended 50% farther. Note steam hubs will consume twice as much coal when the setting is active. Improved heaters raise the temperature of workplaces by 2 levels. Each heater consumes 2 coal per hour when running. Allows us to raise the temperature in all zones by 2 levels when the generator is put into overdrive. I really think we've got to go efficiency, right? Like, it feels like the only way forward. It feels like the only one that lets us kind of start to save on coal, at least a little bit. Maybe, although maybe coal mining optimization. Coal mines will be 10% more efficient. Gathering post installation. Steam coal thumper allows us to build steam coal thumpers, which I guess are just better coal thumpers. Maybe they don't require people working now. I'm not quite sure. Hunting tactics is something we need. House insulation. We haven't built any bunk houses yet, actually. That's a fair point. We should probably get our people into better houses that they can hopefully survive in. But I think generator efficiency is where I'm going to start here, just to try and get this generator down a notch, because right now it's consuming 576 per day, and so bringing that down by 10% is going to bring us an extra like 57, 58 coal per day, and it's only going to get better as time goes forward, right? It's only going to give us more and more coal in return for that 10%, so I'm happy with that for the time being. Hopefully that research won't take too long to do. 6 hours is not too bad. We're almost there with our scouts, and so we should see those arrive at some point during day 26. And also, we're about to see a big heat increase as well. I have a feeling that it's only going to go back up to 50, so it's still going to be colder than 40. Generator efficiency research complete. Nice. Look at that. We're down to 489. I like it. Let's pause real quick and let's do another piece of research. I guess, what do we need for tier 3? 100 wood and 50 steel. We could do it. We've got a lot of steel. But I think maybe insulated housing? Healthcare installation. Hunting tactics. Hunters will employ fewer people. 5 workers. I think that's going to be huge, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that one. Just because it's going to allow us to put more people elsewhere, as opposed to having to send 15 people out in each hunting hut, which I think is going to be real big. Let's get to that freaking temperature rise, shall we? The number of sick people is on the rise again now, which worries me. We don't have... No patients. Are they just not being treated? No patients. No patients. Where is everybody? Oh, the buildings are too cold, of course. Okay. I could turn the heater on. Oh, you know what? I will. I'm going to temporarily turn the heating on in these buildings just because we're so close to the heat increase, and hopefully when the heat increase comes, we should be good. Maybe. Hopefully. Oh, and also our scouts are here. What did you find at the coal mines? We can possibly find coal. More coal than we can use. The coal mine was in operation until very recently. The machinery isn't running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. Only take the stored coal, 266, or dismantle the machine for its resources. We'll get plenty of resources. We won't be able to restart the mine anymore. I do kind of want the steam cores, the wood, the coal, and the steel. There's so much there. But simultaneously, being able to restart the mine later to get a ton of coal seems like it could be super useful. But dismantling it, that's so much... We'll take the coal. We'll take the coal. That might be the wrong idea, but we'll take the coal, we'll bring it back, and hopefully, in the future, that will be paid forward to us when we can utilize that coal mine to save us in the end game. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Flipping heck, even with the heater on, the child shelter is still too cold. Is there some research we can do that's going to allow us to increase our heater again? Generator range upgrade. So the next range upgrade and power upgrade is down here, which I don't love. I guess we could just do improved heaters maybe, although that's going to just increase the amount of coal we use even more. I don't love that one bit. But either way, steel's going to run out in 3 hours. Oh, our scouts have arrived. Let's explore. The fall of Winterhome. The streets of the ruined city are littered with scores of dead bodies. The City Chronicle describes the shortage of food and the citizens' increasing despair. The following squabbles, riots, and descent into anarchy. Fights for dwindling resources and the eventual starvation. The last entry, God forgive us, we're eating our dead. There is no hope. May they rest in peace. We're going to take 2 steam cores from them. Can I send you here? To the freshwater springs? Yeah, go for it. You guys start working your way over there. It's still going to take you 10 hours just to get from here to here. That's crazy. We found a new American camp nearby. I'm interested in checking that out as well. We'll probably send these guys. Are you staying there right now? Send an outpost team here to build an outpost. An outpost can be set up here, delivering an estimated of 800 coal every day. That's insane. Oh my gosh. You guys return home with the coal, and then we'll send you over to the American outpost. In the meantime, I think I did see a piece of research about that, right? Outpost depot. Allows us to build outpost depots. Nice. That's definitely the next thing we're going to work on, because being able to get 800 coal per day from that that machine will be fantastic. I don't know how long it's going to take us to bring it back. Like, do we have to set up a team to constantly go backwards and forwards to get it? I'm not sure, but even if we do, that's probably worth it, right? Come on, 40 degrees Celsius. The London has gained more followers. Gosh dang it. Stop. Stop. Oh, the discontent is because it's cold. Freezing at home, cold at work. Oh, I'm really hoping for a big swing in temperature here. Here we go. Discontent's falling. Please go below 50. Oh, it's not. That sucks. That really sucks. All right, the generator is offline, which I don't love. It is free time, and so we can't really do much about that until work kicks in again, which is like now. So please reinitiate the coal generator with 0 hours left. Holy heck. How are we doing in terms of coal? Really badly, actually, it turns out. Can we afford to turn some places off? For example, these steam hubs. I think they can go offline. Very cold. Maybe not. Oh, I was going to say they can come offline, but I guess it makes more sense to have the steam hub online than all the buildings offline, right? Yeah, probably. These should always be online, keeping our children warm. This one should also probably be online to make sure that our workers can stay warm. But I am worried about the amount of coal we're using. Then again, we're using 800 per day, and if we can set up this camp, we could be in a good spot. Also, why is this so slow? 2 days? What's taking them so long? Should we assign more people? Will that help? About a day? I feel like that's still taking an awfully long time to get anything done when I feel like it should be much faster. Either way, this is too cold to work. Maybe I'll just very cold in general. We'll turn that on. The people working at the sawmill should also be warm. Scouts have reached the fresh water springs. A citizen has become gravely ill. Oh, let's explore. Degenerated but alive. Near the freshwater springs, we met some refugees from Winterhome. They were a sorry sight and seemed to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Asked what kept them from starving, they looked away, then mumbled something about eating lichens. Escort the survivors. 7 children, 22 workers. Send the survivors to the city, or leave them. We'll bring them back. We can use 22 workers, especially if 58 of our own people are going to leave us soon to try and head back to London. That is not good at all. We should turn the cookhouse on because we've got loads of food, but we can't eat it. Oh my goodness, we've got 1 hour left on the generator, which is not good at all. I'm hoping that number goes up as soon as this guy clocks back into his position. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Oh boy. We're getting a lot of steel now, though. We can probably reallocate a few steel workers to coal. Like, take those guys off there and then reassign them to the gathering posts. Also, we've got loads of people not doing anything anyway. Let's just all assign them all here. Anyone not doing anything should be over there. Actually, as well as that, we should have people doing research where possible. And also, I think we did get rid of one of our workshops last time. We should put another workshop down and potentially even a 4th one, because I think 4 is the maximum you can build while still getting a bonus for each workshop built. Cold homes. I'm not going to address this because every single time that we have addressed this so far, we failed. It's the one promise that we repeatedly break, and so I'm not going to address it. That is going to cause discontent to rise, but it's not going to put us in that kind of hope spiral that we always end up in. I feel like every time we've been on the brink of losing, it's because we broke a promise about heating, hope was lost, and then we just had to, you know, try and claw back as much hope as we could possibly get. And so, for now at least, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to keep trying, of course, to heat homes up, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it, really. Not a fan of the fact that the medical posts are filled up with people again. Not by any stretch. We are about to get a big influx of coal when our scout team arrives back in 7 hours. We've got a small temperature drop. I'm assuming that's going to go down to like 60 on day 30 there. Even with the heating online, the cookhouse is still too cold. And, of course, the generator is shutting down. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. It's so cold. So very cold. I'm just waiting for these guys to get back to bring us the coal we need. Come on, Scouts, you've got this. There we go. Scouts have returned with the coal. All right, turn this generator back online. Holy heck. London has gained more followers. That's not good. That's not good at all. Also, we might have to turn this steam hub on tomorrow. I'm going to say turn it on 8 till 6, so the working day, to make sure that the cookhouse is online and people can make food. Also, our scouts are waiting. Let's send them over to here. See what we can find in that American camp. Hopefully something good. Flipping egg. How long do we have left on research? Why is research taking so gosh darn long? Is it just too cold? Is that the problem? 13 hours? If I turn the heating on, are you guys going to work faster? I'll do that if that's the case. 10 hours? 9 hours? I think that might be the case. I think they were just so cold, maybe. Even 7 hours is still quite a while. I would like it to be faster. Oh my goodness. Also, the Book of Laws is ready. I should keep an eye on that really quite regularly. And I think we're going to have to go with prison. Sign. It might allow us, possibly. lock them up, all of them. It might possibly allow us to put the Londoners in prison and then change their minds. I guess we should put the prison at least somewhere warm, right? We'll put it like here for now, so it stays warm whilst these guys are at work. And it's kind of far enough away from the city, at least. Probably going to have to assign some workers there, but that's fine. A few are persuaded. A member of the Londoners is talking to a crowd. Let him speak. Chase the speaker away. Or disperse the crowd. Discontent will rise. People may get hurt. Chase the speaker away. That seems like the best option there, right? The Londoners is going to increase, but not by quite as much. Our leader knows how to counter the Londoners' propaganda. I do. 2 right. There we go. Flipping heck. I'm glad that some people have faith in me. It gives me hope that we will survive. At least a little bit. The coal chart, on the other hand, does not give me hope that we will survive. The coal chart scares me. I wonder if heating this up would... Is the robot, like, beholden to the cold? Does the automaton care about how cold it is? People confined here will have time to think about their wrongdoings and what more they can do to help us all survive. So we're going to sign up to 10 people to work here. I guess we'll go ahead and, like, unassign, again, more people from steel, just because steel's doing so well right now. We don't really have... We can't use all the steel we're getting. And we'll assign, for now, at least 2 engineers to work at the prison. Promise fulfilled. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's do that. And then arrest people? Prison guards will round up wrongdoers and put them in prison. They'll go after Londoners. Go for it. Discontent rose somewhat crazy. But we're putting people in prison. Prisoners at large. Sir, all the prisoners have been released from one of our prisons. People are... What? What? How? Why are there prisoners? We just... What? Excuse me? Alright, let me flip and heck. Take away from the food hut for the time being. Let me put everybody on the prison train. And also, let's get some more guards, shall we? Jeez. How did that happen? This is too cold to work, so we'll get rid of that. The hothouse can lose a few people for the time being. I want more guards. Is this another guard tower? That's a watchtower. This is the other guard tower. Okay. So they've both got 3. I don't know how prisoners escaped. We pressed the button and suddenly everyone was out. Like, what? That's crazy. Actually crazy. We do have people in here now, which is good, I guess. Scouts have returned. We got new workers and new people. We got 4 people who are homeless, and so we should probably look towards building this better house, right? How many people can stay in here? 10 people still? That's not great. Oh, we can upgrade... we can upgrade houses that already exist. That is interesting. I'm going to put this one here for now, just because it's warm. It's in the warmth of the generator, I guess. This one here. Oh, no, that's the watchtower circle, right? Cancel that. Instead, let's put it... No one wants to live near a prison, I guess, but, like, I kind of want to put it there. We could put them over here. Again, but I think... I don't know. I don't know. Here, maybe? Again, I think that's just an inefficient use of space. We could probably fit a house in there, but yeah, for now, I'll put it here. I'll put it here. There's not really anywhere else I can put that. At least not yet. Let's get everyone in there. Everyone's hungry, so we'll heat that up. This generator is online, right? Yeah, during the working day, at least. Holy heck. How's coal doing? Still bad? Still bad. Oh, okay. Research, still slow as heck. It didn't get done today. That's crazy. Actually crazy. Let's build another, let's build another workshop, right? Can't build it there, really? We can't build them too far out because they just don't work. Let's put them over here, right? So they're in a heating zone at least. We'll put 1 there. I'm going to put 1 there as well because I think 4 is the maximum number that we can have. Does it say here? No, it doesn't. But I'm sure I've read that 4 is the maximum that you can have while still getting a bonus to research speed. The child shelter should always have the heating on, guys. Always. Let's assign more people to gather coal to make sure that we can get as much as possible. We should probably also assign more people to actually pump the coal out, right? Let's get engineers into here. We should probably move engineers, if we can, out of, like, the steelworks here. Put normal workers in there and then put the engineers into the workshop so we can get this research done at a reasonable speed. Alright. Alright. Why is this cookhouse so freaking cold? How is it so cold? This is not online, that's why. That would be probably the reason that it's not online. Hopefully that will heat up enough to bring this online. I would hope. There we go. There we go. Okay, I got an achievement. Oxbridge. I'm not quite sure why. There's research complete. Flipping heck, that took way too long. Flipping heck. But outposts is the next one we want, right? We want to get these going. How long is that going to take? 8 hours. If you can have that done by the end of the working day, that would be fan-freaking-tastic. We so badly need to get coal on the up and up. We should also actually, I guess, get people working in the hothouse. Why not? It might still be just too cold over there, right? And that might be cause for us to put down... Although, is it fine? It's fine. It's fine? No, it's too cold. Is it too cold? It's too cold. Okay, the number of hungry people is going down, but I think it is probably in our best interest to put down like another steam heater around here somewhere. I might put it like back here a bit. I know that's not near some of our existing buildings, but it gives us space to maybe put down more houses here and thus allow people to stay somewhat warm. We could, I guess, put more people on wood. For now, we've got 2 people left. Might as well. Is this online? The heating? No, we should heat that up as well. Mild frostbite. I don't like that one bit. Do we want to be rounding up criminals? It looks like we can't yet, right? Another day before we can do that. Another 21 hours before we can do that. Both of our scouts are waiting. Let's figure out what's going on here. Explore the American camp. Starved Americans. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Steal and cause. Yeah, I'll take them. I guess there's no real point in us not taking them. We'll also go check out this temporary settlement as well, I guess. And where are our other guys? Oh, they're right here with us. Okay, let's send you to the coal mine, maybe? I don't think there's any point in us sending them to the coal mine, but I'm also not sure how the whole depot thing works. So I'm not going to send them yet. I'm going to wait until we have completed the research in about 1 hour for outpost depots, because we might have to send a scout team to do that. I'm not sure. I want to be able to do that if we need to, because we desperately need the coal, like, really badly. And that research is pretty much done. Good stuff indeed. All right, let me see how... Pause. How does this work? Over here, I would like to send an outpost team here to build an outpost. How does one do this? Is it something to do with the beacon? It doesn't seem to be. Is there something we can build? An outpost depot. Allows us to assemble an outpost team, send it... okay, so let's build that. Oh my gosh. That thing is gigantic. Holy heck. It's so big. Oh my goodness. Where can I build this thing? Apparently nowhere. Do I have to build it? Oh, I have to build it like here? Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we're going to build it here then. Boom. And at the same time, we should probably build a path to it, right? And I feel like it makes more sense just to do this and this for the time being. Let's get that set up. And let's get that coal brought in. We need the coal. 15 hours left before the Londoners leave. Holy heck. Freezing homes. Oh, captain, people have gathered in protest against the cold in their homes. They're angry despite the health risks. Oh, okay. Okay. We got to disperse the crowd. I'm not making that promise. It's a trap. What is this one over here as well? Fault in the system. Sir, a man is protesting in the front of the prison, screaming at the top of his lungs about the abuse of our penitentiary system. Who are they locking up? He yells. Anyone who passes by. Criminals or innocent people who dare to speak up. That's about it. Arrest him for rowdiness or ignore him. Arrest him. Do we have space in our prison? Ah, we do. So people are going to be released in a few days. We got space. Let's go round some more people up. There we go. The number of Londoners has dropped because we're rounding up more prisoners to put in our prison, which is apparently very comfortable. And so you know what? The heater in the prison is coming off. I'm not having the prison be the only comfortable place in the city. Also, we need new research. Let's go. Maybe for steam hub range upgrades? That might help with the warmth. Hothouse insulation? Oh, we don't need that really. Healthcare installation could be a big one, and infirmary is something we should definitely look towards. Scouts will now move 50% faster? Yeah, that seems like a good idea to me. Alright, so we are about to hit another cold snap. I would put our generator into overdrive, but we've not got the coal. We've got, like, actually 0 coal. Flipping heck, we need 40 wood and 10 spare workers if we're going to get that set up. Alright, so I guess that's something we need to work towards so we can get our outpost team ready to start bringing the coal back. Flipping heck, but I'm going to go ahead and end today's episode of FrostPunk there. Things are not looking great. We've not got a lot of coal. We've not got a lot of wood. We've got no time left on our generator. Hopefully, this outpost depot is going to help us. Hopefully, the prison can stop most of the Londoners, although they've only got 10 hours left before 47 people leave, which is real bad indeed. But that does mean less people to feed. Maybe it'll be a good thing. We'll find out. But for now, guys, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, as always, be sure to hit that like button. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below and subscribe if you are new here. And I'll see you guys next time.